It's early November, and welcome to episode 3 of Fishing in the Gulf. We're hoping to target grouper today because there's been some grouper successes off this boat lately, and groupers, nice big fat fish, nice flaky white meat. So we're going to attempt to do that. The weather conditions look pretty good today. And our guest fisherman is Dan. Jan is with us today, but no Lucy. Sorry about that, dog lovers. No Lucy. So onward. We got a dolphin over here that's eating something, and he's thrashing around. There he is. What's he got? He found something, and I could have sworn I saw it in his mouth. There he goes. I think he's probably eating mullet. All right, he's coming to the front of the boat now. There he is. Hey, buddy. What'd you eat? And here he comes. Oh, you little devil, you. Look at that. He's following us out. A little adventure right here already. The vultures, they're circling over us. Is it us? Or do they see something dead?
I hope it's not us.
I hope it's not us.
This might take a while.
Because the Gulf looks pretty flat out there. All right, we're a mile or two out in the Gulf, and we're heading further out, and we're trolling about 5 miles an hour. I'm rigged up with a little wormy looking white fish. See what happens. All right, we got something. Right. Woo! Whoa! Oh, it's a blowfish. You don't want to touch it. No, they got dangerous spotting.
Do they?
Yeah. Use your bandage glove. By the way, I haven't asked you what happened to your hand, but I won't. So we're getting into the midday period where the wind was predicted to change direction and go slack for a bit, and it's getting sultry here. We're in the doldrums. So we've anchored kind of in the middle of the coal canal here, off the Crystal River power plant. And I'm doing a shrimp out on a bobber, and I'm going to cast my lure out and crank and retrieve here and see what happens. Well, we've moved in a little closer to the spoils bank here along the edge of the coal canal. And it's actually getting a little hot, but the wind just picked up. Yep, Dan just got one here. Another blowfish.
Blowfish.
Yeah. Watch out, they're dangerous to unhook. Captain just snagged a blowfish.
Blowfish hotspot here.
Yeah. You know, if we were smart, we'd be filleting these little buggers. Whoop, he got loose. He's off.
Look what he did to my bait.
Yeesh. Oh, he mashed it. Yeah. Cut it right in half. Well, they've got
a tooth in there that'll sever anything.
Yeah. A number 4 blowfish has just come aboard.
Anybody see my little plastic?
Maybe we should start filleting them.
Redfish.
Wait a minute. I got something different for a change.
Redfish.
Oh, look at that.
Boy, he came up and hit that.
I don't have the
hard.
net, by the way.
Poison.
He's an undersized redfish, but nice. Nice fish. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a good-sized redfish.
I got something.
One. I got one. Woo!
It's a redfish.
It's a redfish.
They're moving in.
My first redfish. Ow, my tennis elbow is not cooperating with this lift. Look at that guy.
Wow, beauty.
Oh, he's a pretty fish. Yeah. Well, we've had enough catching blowfish and redfish. We're gonna head back out into clearer, deeper water and try to get some grouper. Dan's got one. It worked. Grouper. Boy, that's a, by any standard, that would be a nice fish.
Oh, it'd be good eating, but it's way too small.
Yep.
Probably about 15 inches maybe.
Way to go.
Might be on the bottom, I don't know.
All right, it's just a couple of minutes later. Dan's got a big one.
I don't know for sure. Something's splashing. This could be the bottom.
Oh, that's what a big fish is going to act like. You thought you had the bottom before, and it was a little grouper. A beast. Which way did he go?
It's definitely a big fish.
All right, he's surfaced already,
Yeah, come up.
and he's
He
big.
looks like about 5 feet long from what I can see of the
5 feet, oh brother.
I wanna see it.
He knows there's trouble up here. He's been caught before. Well, we're about 5 minutes into this fight, and the size of the fish keeps getting bigger. We saw it briefly on the surface, and it's just, he's straight down, and it weighs 1,000,000 tons.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Oh, jeez! Don't let yourself get pulled
Oh, I
overboard.
don't want to break it. I don't want to break it. Be sure you got a little bit of drag, loose drag.
Is he moving, do you think, or is that just us?
Nah, it's just us. I think I'm making some progress here.
All right, he seems to have loosened his grip on the bottom.
Yeah, he's coming up.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Everything's gone, yeah.
It broke loose.
Your lure.
Darn, it broke loose.
Yeah.
Everybody's got one of those kind of stories. Some
Remember the big
14,
one that got away?
yeah, the 14-ton one that you saw a splash, and that was the end of it.
There's a lot of abrasion on here. It got wrapped around some rocks. Okay, John Jr., don't get mad at me, but your dad lent me your fancy trolling pole. And I've got the $20 lure on it. It's the same one that Dan caught a giant fish on. Dan lost John. John lost a giant fish on. John, whoa, we're up. Here we got something. Oh. Don't let it go slack. Don't let him wrap around the boat. No, he's going the other way. You might want to move. You want to hand it down to me? I'll get you on the front of the boat. All right. Is this thing on? Yeah, look and see if you got a red light on there. I don't.
Oh, there he is. Oh, he's huge.
Holy sh!
Oh, oh man, massive fish. Get the net, or do we have to leave him in the water?
You have to leave him in the water. Look at the tarpon. There goes my $21 lure. You got to wear him out.
All right.
Is that a tarpon? Wait a minute.
That's a mackerel.
That's not a tarpon.
Kingfish.
That's a kingfish, isn't it?
That's a kingfish. That's a kingfish. That's a keep.
A keeper.
It's a big
I gotta let go of this thing.
All right.
Yeah, look at that belly. Tip his belly up so I can see the silver. I thought it was a tarpon with a big silver side, but
No, this is
it's a king mackerel.
Yep.
24-inch minimum allowed, and I think we topped that by about
He's
2
about
feet.
4 feet. All right, so we've measured him. He's 44 and a half. Doesn't quite fit in the fish well. Oh, here we go.
And John Jr., eat your heart out. This is what you were after for 3 intense days of fishing. But we finally caught it. What's going on here?
Well, we said, let's try this again. And now we've got, oh, there he is. See him thrashing out there?
Might be a group. Bring him up, bring him up. Don't let him get around the motor. Wait, that's not a mackerel, that's a bonito or something. That's a bonita.
Whoa. He's a big, meaty son of a gun. And boy, he hit like a ton of bricks. My nephew's reel is coming in pretty handy. We think this is a bonita. We've been frantically looking it up to make sure, but this is a meaty son of a gun too.
He's been chasing the bait fish all around in here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna experiment. Most people, Darcizzle use these for shark bait, but we're gonna take one home and smoke it or something.
He's a good one. Into the cooler with him. Well, it goes without saying that this particular mission was successful beyond our wildest imagination, particularly for me, because that was the biggest fish I've ever caught. I may have hooked something bigger, but I've never brought something like that into the boat. Of course, it broke the net hilariously. So, great success. Now I kind of got to redo my gear because that was done on borrowed gear.
Who provided you with the rod and the lure and tied the knot properly?
Well, he also bought the house and the boat, so I guess he's getting a chunk of the fish out of the deal. So, thanks for joining us. Good night, everybody.